Great. So, the Works Art and Design Festival presents art and design exhibitions outdoors on Churchill Square and indoors, partnering with galleries and unconventional venues throughout downtown Edmonton, offering free access to art and design in exciting public spaces. The festival runs for up to 13 days every summer. It is the largest free outdoor art and design festival in North America. And the festival includes indoor and outdoor art exhibits, installations, performances, workshops, artist residencies, artist talks, an art market, food trucks, an interdisciplinary stage, and many other special events. And in 2026, the Works Festival dates are going to be June 19th to July 1st.
We are currently accepting applications for our 2026 internship. The Works to Work Internship Program is a work education program designed to facilitate the production of the Works Art and Design Festival while providing professional development opportunities for new and emerging artists and arts workers. It's a paid summer internship beginning in May and running throughout the summer, usually ending in late July to early August. This year, the internship start date is May 1st. Often Works to Work participants return summer after summer, progressing from assistant to coordinator to supervisor in their department, gaining leadership and management skills.
The Works to Work program is unique in its structure. It is a fast-paced and hands-on learning, as well as a classroom component centering the professional and personal development of emerging artists, designers, and cultural workers who are participating in the internship. Throughout the internship, participants complete 40 to 50 hours of in-class study time, up to 400 hours of hands-on work experience, putting together the Works Art and Design Festival. In this alternative education program, you will be actively engaged in different approaches to learning, including a mix of readings, research, student-led instruction, group discussions, collaborative assignments, journaling, guest lectures, artist mentorship, studio visits, field trips, and plenty of hands-on work experience. We follow what is called a popular education approach, where the skills and experience of participants guide our learning as a team, and teachers and learners aren't two distinct groups. Instead, we all enter the space open to learning and prepared to contribute.
Each year, participants share that some of the most rewarding features of the program include working with and receiving mentorship from artists, from emerging local artists to internationally renowned artists, being involved in the behind the scenes of a major arts presentation, hands-on work facilitating the learning of concrete transferable skills to support your own artistic career, and the relationship and community building aspect, helping you form a network of peers who can offer input and support, often lasting far beyond the few short months of the internship. While I am not an artist, I still found the program to be very rewarding, from making connections that either directly led to employment or securing excellent references to do so, to learning how to make art, artistic spaces, and volunteering accessible to everybody. Additionally, since you can participate in the program more than once and reapply for multiple years, every additional year that you come back, the more people you will meet and get to share this intense learning and professional growth experience with. Some of my most trusted colleagues and closest friends, including my spouse, are folks that I first connected with through the Works.
So we're going to go into a bit more about how the program works. There are 5 different streams, and we're going to talk about each one more in depth. So we'll start with curatorial, which is the department that I'm in. Curatorial stream interns take on the bulk of the administrative work for festival exhibits. This includes curatorial research, condition reporting, artist contracts and communications, writing didactic panels, as well as exhibit interpretation and training the volunteer tour guides. There is also some hands-on work involved. We do artwork handling, artwork maintenance. We work with the production team to help install and dismantle the exhibits, which can involve the use of ladders, smoothing tools, hand tools, and power tools such as drills. Curatorial assistants are assigned to several of the festival artists who they will be the primary contact for, so you get direct experience in arts programming. Applications detailing experience working in galleries, writing grants, or managing databases, and hands-on art handling typically stand out as strong in this stream. Strong professional writing skills are required for the role, and in 2026, we are hiring one position for this role.
The next stream that we have is the department that I'm in, the volunteer administration team. So the volunteer admin team recruits, trains, and schedules the volunteers that we use for the festival. They also reach out to local businesses to get volunteer appreciation items, plan training events, and appreciation events for the work's volunteers. This position also includes maintaining and building relationships with volunteer organizations and community supporters, as well as operating volunteer headquarters during the festival. So people with experience in event planning, management or scheduling, goods and service solicitation, and conflict resolution skills are typically well equipped for this role. Applications for this stream are strengthened by those experiences, as well as a demonstrated commitment to volunteering. We're hiring one position in the volunteer admin team for 2026. Oh, sorry. Graphic and multimedia design. So in this department, the interns will assist with the design of festival marketing materials, as well as applying the annual festival campaign to print and web outputs, including designing an extensive festival program guide. Interns in this position will use Illustrator and InDesign, so it's required for the role. Photography, video editing, and web design skills or familiarity with Squarespace are considered strong assets for the role. Often, third and fourth year design students or recent graduates have the ideal experiences to be best equipped for this role. And one position we'll be hiring for one position in 2026. The next stream that we have is marketing, public relations, and special events team. So this position includes different kinds of public and media outreach, as well as organizing and hosting special events throughout the festival season, including the media launch, artist events, stage presentation, and various celebrations. So this stream is a great opportunity to get experience managing social media accounts and other marketing work, like compiling demographics and statistics. Because the marketing and design departments often work cross-functionally together, experience in graphic design, photography, web design, and video editing are considered strong assets to highlight in your application. As a point of contact for the media, strong professional writing skills and a comfort in verbal communication are necessary for this role, and we'll be hiring one position in 2026.
Next up, we have exhibit production and technology. In this stream, you prepare and install a range of art installations from large-scale outdoor sculptures to frames, canvases, and textiles on the walls in public spaces. This work includes prep work such as patching and painting walls, lighting exhibits, handling artwork, hanging art, packaging art, basic design, and construction of supports such as risers and plinths or freestanding walls, as well as conducting equipment inventories and many other special projects. Production is also the largest department. It takes many hands to build supports and install the artwork. So because of this, there is a large range in the possible backgrounds and experiences that add up to make a strong application. Some people might have plenty of woodworking experience and high skill in using power tools, while others may have limited experience with power tools, but maybe more familiarity with other manual labor, such as landscaping or interior painting. I'll also highlight that the production stream really allows artists to develop their professional practice in a way that is sometimes missing in formal education and can otherwise be challenging to develop independently outside of school. At the Works, you get to develop construction and communication skills and use them at a professional level and for a public audience. During the festival, you'll also get additional experience in a public-facing role, interacting with the festival patrons and facilitating conversations about the artwork and helping the public get the most out of their experience at the festival. In 2026, we are hiring 5 positions for this stream.
Who should apply? I hope everyone here applies. In case you're curious about the demographics of folks who tend to have successful applications, we typically see students and graduates of visual art and design programs, marketing communications, public relations, and arts and cultural management programs, or in related fields such as museum, theater, heritage, recreation, or trades such as carpentry and others, as well as artists looking for professional development or anyone considering a career in the arts and culture. You don't necessarily have to be a student or even an artist. This program is competitive. We often have over 200 applications from across Canada, and we are only hiring 9 positions. There are also opportunities through MacEwan and the U of A, and I'm sure with other universities across Canada, to receive course credit and practicums. Just make sure to discuss with your department head or practicum supervisor if this is something that you're interested in doing.
So tips to apply. So we'll go over a bunch of different tips that will help you in your application. So while it may seem simple, just follow the directions in the application form. PDF copies of your cover letter and resume are required. A good tip is to consider the names of your files. We see what all the file names are, so it's good to practice naming files with your first and last name and the title of the document. So for example, my name is Erica Germain. I would title my file Erica Germain _ CV. The work experience listed on your resume does not all have to be art and design related. While an interest in art and design is important, so are the various work and volunteer experiences that you've had up until this point. Highlight experiences that demonstrate strength in customer service, communication, strong work ethic, adaptability, or anything along those lines. There are many transferable skills, even if they don't seem directly related to the arts. Just make sure that you clearly draw that connection for us when you can. For example, if you've worked in retail or food service, this can be helpful for us to know. Customer service is a big part of the public-facing role we take on during the festival. So these fields also have plenty of high-volume demands and fast-paced work. And the same is true for working at festivals. Make sure that you draw those parallels between applicable skills whenever you can.
The next tip, is that details can be helpful. So if you have experience with a specific software, a specific social media channel, or even specific power tools, make sure you say so. Don't just generalize. So for example, when applying to the exhibit production and technology stream, instead of stating woodshop experience under your education or your job experience, you can list the specific tools and processes that you have confidently used. As we discussed earlier, the Works to Work internship follows a unique work education framework that includes, but is not limited to, hands-on demonstrations, guest lectures, group discussions, collaborative assignments, and peer mentorship. So in your cover letter, you're welcome to include some information about your personal and professional goals as they relate to the internship. What kind of skills and competencies do you hope to develop through the internship? What skills and expertise do you have to support the development of your fellow interns and the festival at large? And what past experiences have fostered these skills? Things like that. Essentially, tell us how the works fits into your larger career or educational aspirations.
It's good to make sure that your references will be reachable by phone throughout March and April. Your references should be able to speak in detail about their time working with you. Help us understand how you work outside of an academic setting by including references related to previous work or volunteer experiences, so not only instructors or professors. And at least one reference should be from a previous or current workplace. At this time, portfolios are not required. You may optionally submit supplementary materials in a single document. This is recommended for the marketing, communications, and special events stream, as well as for the multimedia design and editing stream. And these support materials can include anything along the lines of writing samples, samples of design work, or any other relevant work.
The last tip that we have is that we review all of the applications. There is not a single point in the application process where your application is reviewed by AI or other software. So keeping that in mind, there is not a quota or magic combination of words that an algorithm is trained to identify in order for you to have access to the next round of reviews. This also means that if your cover letter is AI generated, we can tell. AI can be a helpful tool for suggesting a framework or a few phrases to include in your cover letter, but what we really want to see is an introduction to who you are in your own voice and your own words. We are familiar with what information is on our job postings and on our website. When there are large chunks of text that come directly from those sources in your application materials, that starts to lean more towards plagiarism. Again, a computer is not reviewing your application. Application packages that stand out are ones that have an authentic voice, demonstrate your interests and capacities, and speak to what you hope to gain from and contribute to the internship program and the festival at large. If you are not able to apply this year, you can consider volunteering with us. The internship isn't the right fit for everybody, whether you have already have other things lined up for the summer and you can't commit to the internship, or if you don't get accepted the first time you apply, there are other opportunities to get involved. Volunteering at the Works is an excellent learning and networking opportunity, and we do try to prioritize hiring our volunteers when they are qualified and apply for the internship program. Setting up and running this festival would be impossible without the 4,000 plus hours and 200 plus volunteers helping us. Volunteers have many different roles at the Works, but many are actively involved in bridging the gap between a non-present artist and audiences experiencing the work. By signing up to volunteer with us, we do also have a special volunteer program called TART, which stands for Training in Art Interpretation. It's specifically geared to volunteers who are interested in being an exhibit attendant, and it's required for volunteers looking to be a tour guide. So you receive training in art interpretation, and then you can lead public free tours during the festival, or just if you want some extra knowledge in your brain. Volunteering as a tour guide or an exhibit attendant is a great opportunity for emerging artists and curators to get practice talking to the public about art. The volunteer applications will actually open tomorrow afternoon. You can find the volunteer application form on our website, www.theworks.ab.ca, and it's under the volunteer section of the Get Involved tab. If you have any questions about volunteering, you can ask me directly. The email on the screen, volunteer@theworks.ab.ca, is where you would direct those emails to.
So more information about applying to the internship is on our website. You can go to www.theworks.ab.ca/works/W2W internship. And if you're interested in applying for the Works to Work Summer Internship, scroll down to the How to Apply section to find the link to the application form. Another great way to be updated on what the Works is up to throughout the year is to subscribe to our newsletter on our website. So for that, just scroll to the bottom and input your email to sign up.
Okay, so now we're going to stop the recording. I can do that.
Thank you, Ali.